What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have the Serpent Hashira, the Serpent Pillar from Demon Slayer. His name is Obanai Iguro. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's probably not how you pronounce it because I'm Irish and I'm not Japanese. So I'm probably butchering it. So we'll go for the Serpent Hashira. So I'm on a landscape orientation page as usual. I recommend a pencil and an eraser for these. Take your time. Hit pause if I go too fast, okay? So we're going to start with his eyes. Center point of my page is approximately there, and I would say that's where his nose is going to be, probably. Or damn close to it, yeah, there. So we're going to go up, over to the right, and we're going to start with his right eyelid. So let's go carving. Like so, and like this goes under hair, so like you don't really need to worry about this too much. You could finish it and erase it afterwards, but I'm just going to stop it like right here. I'm not going to worry too much, right? You could bring it to a point and then go back down, but there's like a big piece of hair and you have to rub it out. So I'm just going to thicken it up. Kind of like that. And we'll just bring this down a little bit further. Okay, so classic sort of anime curve on that eye. Typical sort of top eyelid for an anime. Bottom eyelid, slightly thinner line goes underneath, back up to here. Okay. Now again, it goes under here. You could bring it to the point up here if you wanted. I'm not going to bother because I'm too lazy. And I'm just going to draw a line for his hair right here. Okay. And then his iris, at least I'm honest, you know. And then his iris is just in here. Big circle. Like that. He doesn't have a pupil. It's just like green. Yeah, so there's like no pupil in there or anything. So, and then kind of an eyelid line just coming up over here. So like kind of a broken eyelid line like that. So his other eye just over here, pretty much the same thing, right? So you just curve a line up and over. So the distance in Demon Slayer, the eyes are bigger than standard human eyes. So you could probably fit half of his eye in between the two eyes, right? It's bigger. His eyes are way bigger, so you could only fit half an eye in here. Also, I'm starting higher up because his head is kind of tilted a little bit in this picture I'm drawing from, right? So his kind of head is tilted back a little bit. This eye is a little bit higher up than this one, see? So I'm going to curve this over this way, like that. So we're higher, see? We're not in line. And then you can like thicken up this line. Of course, there's a piece of hair that comes down across his fringe as well. And a piece of hair back here. Like that. And then the bottom eyelid is going to, thin line, going to come out. Again, same sort of thing. And we'll slant it up this way. Okay. Then his iris, just inside. So, curved line. Circle basically with the top and the bottom cut off. So you just draw these kind of brackets, these kind of curved lines just on the side here. Okay. Like that. And then the pupil in the center. Just there, he's got a pupil on this eye. And kind of another sort of circle coming around. Like a broken sort of circle just in there. Eyelid line comes up just this way. Like so. I think he has lines on the bottom of his eye as well, like on his bottom eyelids. Like that. So then his nostrils, so he's got one nostril just over to the, we're starting on the right of the middle of his head, right? So we're over close underneath this side. So we're just going to go curve it up and down, right? That's the kind of line for that nostril. And then the other nostril is just a curved line just there. So we can't see his mouth. He's just got like bandages covered the whole thing, right? So his chin is somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, so his chin is like here. Okay, so his head is like tilted a little bit. That's why that eye is higher, right? So the chin is like, we're not, the middle line is like going this way, diagonal, right? Because his head is kind of tilted a little bit. So that's the center line for the face here. It's not like straight down, okay? And if you're wondering how far down you want to go, so it's like, I would say from nose to chin will be about the same as nose maybe to top of his fringe. So like say if his fringe, top of his fringe is like here, okay? So if you're thinking about proportions, right? So this is his hair line that's in the middle of his face. Okay, two of these hairlines, right? So here to here is about the same as here to here, okay? Nearly. So the nose is like halfway from the forehead to the chin. So that's your proportion, okay? Approximately. Try your best to get that nose to be halfway between here and here. And put them high enough up. So we'll go up this side. Or you can just wing it. Up this side for his jaw. We're going to stop because he's got hair that comes down here. And then the other side of his jaw. So we'll go up like so. Like that. So this one, tilted head again. See? So jaw just underneath his eye. Jaw underneath the edge of his eye. See there? Just in this. It's just, we're diagonal. Okay? And then this jaw will turn slightly more because there isn't as much hair on this side. So we'll see a bit more of it. Goes up to about there and stops at a piece of hair, okay? So we'll do his hair and then we'll do the bandages and stuff just because, so we can make things a bit clearer for everyone. So like a piece of hair comes down here. Bracket up like so. This way, right? So there's kind of square pieces of hair, okay? And then this is his sort of hairline that I said earlier. And then this piece of hair is going to come down across his head, right? So it'll go across, down into there, like so. Back up into here, just above his nose. And then we'll go back down for the next piece of his fringe, box-like end to it, and then this will go up past his eye, right up to here, okay? So we'll have to erase this, that's it, in underneath his hair, because you shouldn't see that. So then, next piece of hair will come down past his eye, this one, just down to there. And then another piece of hair goes straight down this way. And then another sort of box-like end to it here. Texture line just going up that way. And then another line there, like so. And then another piece of hair coming down like this way. Coming down past his jaw. Goes down real far. See down to about there. So now we can just do in the bandages and his eyebrows, right? So the bandage comes across his face, so it's going to go like from here, nearly right to his nose, just right underneath the nose. So, and it's coming all the way across the face and the jaw, down to there. And another line like so. And then this will come down to there. And then another bandage just here. And then a couple more down here. So one coming across his chin. Another one going across this way. Kind of a broken line, this one. Like so. And then another one just diagonal here. This one has like a shadow in it. Like a thicker area. Thicker line at the top. And I think this one does as well. Okay, so his eyebrows then. Up here, kind of downturned eyebrows. He's kind of like a sour looking guy. He's like, doesn't look happy. Like so, kind of thicker at the top. And goes down that way. And then we can just see a little bit of the eyebrow just in here. Like that. Kind of gives him a different look when you put the eyebrows like that. He looks kind of more... Ooh. Right, so I guess we'll just finish his hair. So another piece of hair comes down from his jaw. Comes down here. Box-like piece of hair there. Next one. This will go up like so. Next one then. We'll go over. This one sticks out a little bit. Bring it up. Just there. Go up. Of course, in Demon Slayer, some of the like outside lines have a thickness to them, so they have like an extra line weight, you know. It's totally optional. You don't have to. Just sometimes it's just the style of the anime. So the side of his head then comes up like so, and then we have like a series of bumps coming across his head. Okay, so one here comes down like so. Next one like so. This one actually joins his fringe there. Maybe another hairline, texture line there. Maybe another one just coming up here. Something else coming up this way. Maybe like another line like here. And then the last and final bump just up here. Coming down like so. Okay. And again, so we have proportions going on here, right? So to the top of his head, I'd say probably in between the eyebrows and the eye is about halfway between top of his head and his chin. Okay, so that's how high up you want to go with your head. Or his head. But it's your drawing, so it's your head, I guess, as well. Two heads. So we're going diagonal down now for the rest of his hair. And then we will go this way. Kind of sticks out a little bit. To there. Kind of sweeps out. Sticks out a little bit more because his head is tilted that way, I'd say. And then we go diagonal in. And again, if you want, thicken up the outside. Okay, so a couple more down here. So another one beside it, into there. And then like a real long one. So it goes like down. Well, not like real, this one, the smaller one, and then a real long one, I think. It's hard to see. And then this kind of curves that way. And then we go down. Bring it down to this longer piece down here. Maybe another texture line just going up that way. Bring a line up his head. Just into there. Another texture line. And like another texture line here. Maybe one coming up that way. Okay, that's his head. So it's not, I know it's not easy, that sort of hairstyle and stuff, to try and get it right. Okay, so neck, we can only kind of see the other side of his neck, like here, like so. And so his collar, just on top, comes out, comes straight down, like so. And then we have a bit of a bump, and it goes up underneath his chin, like touches his chin nearly. So his chin like here. Goes up like so and goes in behind his hair on this side. And there's a shadow just underneath his jaw. And some necklines in there. A bit of a shadow on the other side too. Like so. And then that white area on top of his collar. And it's got a middle line here. And the bottom of that white area just here. And then a line going up the middle on the outside. So there. Boom. That kind of thing. Okay, so I guess we'll do the snake because it's wrapped around his shoulder and it comes out up here. So we'll do the snake first. So it comes out from behind his hair, right? There. And goes up underneath the hair, under here, okay? So we're going to just join that to there. Kind of a bumpy line. Like this, wraps around. Like so, and every now and then you can thicken up the edge line. It's just the way the Demon Slayer animators like to do it. So you're just giving it a heavier line like that every now and then. Basically making it thicker. Then the other side of the snake's body just comes out from underneath his hair, like here somewhere. And go down around here. And it'll go up underneath his hair, just up under here. And again, thicker lines. Right, so then, like, you can see some of his shoulder just in here. Button of his uniform. Just there with some like patterns and designs on it. And like the side of his uniform going down this way. So the snake's tail kind of comes out here, comes down his shoulder, okay, and then his shoulder will come down this way. One shoulder, and then his other shoulder comes out, sticks out a little bit more here. And then we'll bring it down, and his elbow kind of sticks out here as well. And again, these are edge lines, so because it's Demon Slayer, right, so we can see like some of his sleeve. You can't see his hands. It makes it easier for us. We just draw his sleeve, which is covering his hand. Just comes down this way, like so, like that, and like the inside line just down there somewhere. And we'll thicken it up a little bit. And then the inside line of his cloak, he's got a cloak on. Comes down like so, and then the middle line there, and we have another button here, and a pocket. Like so, and the button has like cloudy sort of texture lines on it. Like that. So he's got like a striped thing going on here, right? So we've got like the side of his body and his shoulder. So like his shoulder line comes in there, and then like the side of his body, so white stripe, black stripe, white stripe. So it goes, I'm gonna guess here, right? So side of his body, and then we got like a fold line here with a shadow there. And then, this is a bit tricky, so like a fold line going up this way. And then his shoulder line comes up and around there. Okay. And then another fold line here. And maybe like another fold line here as well. So, and you can make this kind of thicker, and then a fold line going up that way. Right, so then we'll add white stripes and black stripes. Just going down. So you're just separating them into sections that you'd color white and black, or like dark green, depending on dark green or grey, depending on what way you look at them. Then another one comes over his shoulder here. And this one comes down like so. This one comes down to here. And we'll go like that. Boom. And then something down here. Another black one. These ones go diagonal because they're going into his arm. Okay, they're not like straight down. The ones on his arm, so they go kind of diagonal down as well. So the stripes change direction depending on what part of the body it's on. So like these will go that way, like so. And then a couple of straight ones here. Like so, and then we go down this way, up to there. Okay, so snake's head and then scales. So the rest of the snake's body is going to come out from behind his head up here. We go down like so. Okay, the other side of the body, it's kind of bumpy, this one. Like so. And again, it's edge lines, so we can thicken them up if we want. And his head then just here, out and around, kind of like a teardrop sort of shape. Like so. Then his eye just in here. And then like a snake-like eye, thin like so. And his other eye, you can just see barely the other side of it. Just coming in onto his face there. Might stick off a little bit. And a nostril. And the tongue. Forked tongue for a snake. And scales. Okay, so on his face there's like these kind of plain sort of bumpy ones coming around. Coming down the side here. So there is kind of a technique now, so this kind of comes down the side of his head. And then, so we've got like overlapping scales, right? So like this. And then beside it, like so. And then we go out from that. So out from each point, the next scale. Like this, okay? We do that the whole way up. They kind of get a bit bigger as we go back, okay? This, you're talking larger sort of ones back here. This, and we're kind of wrapping around his body now, so we're going back this way. And there's kind of a belly here. Like that, and then wrapping around his back. Like that, and then we'll go and add some here. So, see in the front. So like these all have triangles on top of them. Like this kind of thing. Kind of like little houses. Monopoly houses. That's what they are. pass go. Do not collect $200. And we just keep adding and building up. It's fairly monotonous, I know, but think of the animators who have to do this on a moving snake. I'm sure there's like a trick, maybe a computer generated thing that they can get to draw it for them, maybe. Or maybe they draw it by hand, I don't know. So this is what you're adding. Sort of these lines, these kind of interwoven patterns. Like so. Okay, but I think I'll leave it there. That is how to draw the Serpent Pillar Iguro. Obanai Iguro. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.